Okay, I think we have everybody listed that's on my screen, and we'll be adding more as they show up. I want to welcome all of you to the YACHT Youth Net here, and we encourage all operators to join us in this weekly net and enjoy our friendly discussions and comments on ham radio and related technology. My name is Ed, KGHCX, and my QTH is Menominee, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula. And remember to pause several seconds between calls, because there's a 3-minute timer on the W8 PIF repeater, which is linked in on Saturday evenings for the Youth Net. And when you do check in, pause for a second or two and then give your call sign slowly and phonetically. So, I guess we can begin this evening, and here are the stations that I have received so far. I've got, let's see, I've got the W8 PIF repeater. I've got KK7UXY. I have N3AHC. I have AC1QD. KN6ULC in Japan. KJ7AGQ. KI5KGE. K4KDP. Oh, and I also see on board KI5EWP. Okay, we'll put you down as well. So I think we've got everybody on board that I see on my screen, and we'll get started. So hope you all had a good Saturday, and of course we've got one more day this weekend. And with that, I think we'll start off with Ethan, KK7UXY. And welcome aboard, Ethan. Tell us where you're from and anything else that you want to pass along to us, Ethan. So go ahead. You're number one this evening, Ethan. KK7UXY. Go ahead.
All right, yeah, great. Thank you. My name is Ethan, KK7UXY. I'm 15, and I'm currently located in Albany in the state of Oregon. And I got licensed probably a few months back, and I've been enjoying the hobby ever since. Got an email a while back about YACHT, and I was checking if I'd be available to join.
Okay, well, you already are connected, and if you'd like to become a member, that would be fine. I'll take care of that this evening yet. You'll join. Our newest member is Aiden from Terrence, British Columbia, VEC7VCK. He just joined, I believe it was as a Friday, so or Thursday. Anyway, welcome aboard, Ethan. I'll give you your number right now, which is 524-524, and you'll become our newest YACHT Youth member. Oregon, yep, I had a sister and a late brother-in-law who lived in La Grande, Oregon, so I've been to Oregon twice now. Well, lately, it's been a while, a couple of years, but anyway, thanks for checking in. So with that, let's move on down the list here. And let's see here. N3AHC is up next, and that would be Antonio. I think you're up in Pittsburgh. So Antonio, welcome aboard, and go ahead.
This is N3AHC. So for those who don't know me, my name is Antonio. My call sign N3AHC. Yes, I do live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the northeastern part of the United States. So I got licensed in March of 2020, so that was right before the shutdowns happened due to the pandemic. And I've also had a bit of changes with my call signs, because I did request 2 vanities, and this is my current call sign. I currently hold a general license. And yeah, I've also been enjoying the hobby ever since I started. Now, and not much has really happened recently down over here. So yeah, I have nothing else to say, and I will bring it back to you, Ed. This is N3AHC.
Okay, Antonio, very good. Always nice to have you on board as well. And yeah, we've had you on board here for a while here, so thanks for checking in this evening. Okay, well, let's stay up in the northeast there. Let's go a little bit to the north of you there, the state of New Hampshire. And the young lady up there is Kate, AC1QD. So, Kate, welcome aboard again. How are things with you up there in the one of the 13 original colonies? AC1QD. Good evening, Kate. Go ahead.
This is AC1QD. My week's been good so far. Well, I mean, it's about to be the start of a new week, so my week is good. I got to go to a church youth group thing last night, so it was a game night, so we played a bunch of games in our church. It was really fun. We were running around the whole time. It was fun. Yeah. And then, our trailer thing to operate ham radio and is getting along pretty well. My sister and my dad were working on it a lot today, and I was kind of mostly just chilling out today. I didn't do really that much. Yeah. But, and then I have Monday off because it's Veterans Day. So, yeah. Nice long weekend. And they call it, some of my teachers call November No School November because, like, there's only 1 week where you don't have any days off in November. Like, last week was like the first full week of November, and we had Tuesday off for voting day. This week, we're going to have Monday off. The next week is the week without anything off, and then the week after that, we have 3 days off for Thanksgiving. So, yeah. It'll be nice to have some time off in November. I was working on my Rubik's Cube today, and I kept getting like 40-something seconds, which is pretty good. I don't often get 40 seconds. So, yeah. Thank you, Ed, for running the net, and I'm going to go back to you. This is AC1QD listening.
Okay, and this is KGHCX. Very good, Kate. Thank you for dropping by this evening, as always. Yep, you certainly can enjoy the month of November. Oh, I'm going to mention, too, before I forget, December is Yoda month. And 3 of our yacht members are North American coordinators for Yoda. And they'll be all youth hams from all over the world. And I believe that there's a link to it in the newsletter that will be coming up on Wednesday. So keep that in mind, starting December 1st, running the whole month. And get on the air, and you can ask for a special call. You can use one of, I think, 4 or 5 special call signs, 3-letter calls. So hopefully we'll get some yacht members out there on HF. So, with that, thanks, Kate. Let's move along here. Let's go over on the, let's see here. I'm looking at my list. Let's go on down to Amarillo, Texas. We've got 2 sisters down there that are hams. Of course, her dad is a ham as well. I don't see him on board, but we've got, let's see, we've got KI5KGE. We're going to take you first, Annie, down in Amarillo. KI5KGE. Good evening, Annie.
Macy told my dad. They say I'm at Sky 5KGE. Nothing really going on right now. My cat just came up and laid by me. So, and I instantly kicked him. So, yeah. Yeah, nothing really going on. My dad isn't checking in because he's at work. He's going to be coming home like Monday, Tuesday, yeah. But he's walking like far away, like by San Antonio or something. So yeah. Anyways, that's all. So I will listen in and have a good day, everybody. KI5KGE.
Okay, very good, Annie. Yep, well, good to have you on board, as well as your sister, younger sister, who's only, I think, 9 years old, or is she 10? I know you're 12. You won't be long, you'll be a teenager. Well, let's go to your sister there, and let's see what she's got for us this evening. So, that would be Ariana, KI5EWP. Good evening, Ariana. Welcome aboard. Go ahead.
Hey, picking up Ed, KJ5EWP. There's nothing really going on right now. Really just nothing. I just wanted to check in, say hi to everybody, so. Oh, and my call sign is actually KJ5EWP. So, yeah. But anyway, there's nothing really going on. I just wanted to check in. So, yeah. That's all. WC, KJ5EWP.
Okay, yes, I made the change, a KJ5EWP. We got it. I should know better, shouldn't I? But thanks for correcting me, Ariana. So, and you and your sister and mom have a good evening there, and your cat and all the other animals you might have at home too. So, it's always good to hear your voice and that of your sisters as well. Okay, now let's see here. Let's take our westward trek now. We're going to go next to John, and then we're going to jump the Pacific Ocean to go to Japan. But first of all, let's do John, KJ7AGQ. And John's there in southwestern Washington. Good evening, John. He's our webmaster and has done a terrific job with our new website. If you haven't checked it out, do so. YACHTYouth.net. Go ahead, John.
This is KJ7AGQ. Hello, Ed, and everybody else on the net. Here in southwestern Washington, it's 50 degrees and raining. And Dave, K4KDP, I did receive the QSL card. It finally came in the mail, so thank you for that. And yes, if anybody hasn't checked out the website yet, go check it out, because go check it out in about 2 hours, within the next 2 hours, because it's going to be down for some repairs in about 2 hours. So I got it all backed up, so it's going to be down for some repairs in a couple hours. So check it out while you can, and it'll be back up whenever I have a chance to put it back up. Probably not. Maybe by Monday. This is KJ7AGQ. Back to net.
Okay, well, thanks for the update there on the website. Yeah, check it out after the net here, and you can see all kinds of photographs too, compared to our previous one. This is loaded with photos of our yacht members. So check it out. And if your photo isn't there and you'd like to see it, send it to John, or send it to me, and I'll send it to John, and it'll get up there. Okay, well, let's hop the Pacific Ocean. Let's go at the speed of light to Japan. And Quinn is over there waiting for us, where it's already Sunday morning. So good evening, actually, good morning, Quinn. KN6ULC. And, of course, your Japanese call is JK1NZU. But we prefer your American call, Quinn, so go ahead.
This is KN6ULC. Things are going pretty good over here. I've been doing a lot recently. Just Friday, I had to wear my uniform and go to a veterans breakfast in the morning. That was pretty interesting. And then yesterday, we came over to Hardy Barracks, which is where I am right now, and we went to a symphony. And I believe today we're going to museums of some sort. I'm not completely certain. I never am. Other than that, I have nothing else much to say. This is KN6ULC, back to net.
Okay, very good, Quinn. This is KGHCX. Hey, it's always great to hear from you from across the wide Pacific there. And you have a good Sunday over there. And yes, we certainly don't want to forget our veterans on Monday, Veterans Day, and it's always something to remember our veterans from past and our current veterans as well. And I'm sure we all know many of them. So thank you, Quinn. All right, let's see here. I'm looking at my list. Oh, before I forget, Ethan, I will send you a new certificate of membership after this net is over. I've got them on my computer. I'll just print out a copy, and I hope I have your email address. If your email address is not on your QRZ page, maybe you can put it in the chat box so I'll have it. That's the only way I can send it to you is through an email, but I'll send one to you after this net is over. So let's go over to, let's see, who else have we got on board here? I'm looking at my list. Oh, we've got K4KDP Dave. Dave is down in the Carolinas, United States. So let's see what Dave has for us this evening. K4KDP. Good evening, Dave. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Edward, everyone on the net. This is Dave, K4KDP, and I'm in Eastern North Carolina. It's nice to hear everybody talking on the net. They're so polite and friendly. I'm sitting over here eating a hamburger, and I just took a big bite, so I'm trying to work that at the same time. But it's been busy, and I met with some people today, and they're go to a church, and the church has a group called Royal Rangers, and they're wanting me to work with them on working on their radio advancement. I'm not exactly sure how it's titled. And then we also talked about the Jamboree on the Air and what we were able to do for that under the conditions we had. But one of the people I met with today was on the radio during the hurricane, or just as it ended, and he said a man in West Virginia contacted him and asked him, gave him 6 telephone numbers and names and said, will you please call these people? We have no cell phone, no landline, no electricity, and it's dark. And he said, if you'll let them know I'm okay, I'd appreciate it. And I thought it was really nice of him to do so. That's about all. And again, I appreciate the courtesy that everybody's showing to each other. So this is Dave, Kilo 4 Kilo Delta Papa, 7-3.
Okay, very good, Dave. Good hearing from you. And that hurricane, those actually 2 hurricanes that really took care of the East Coast of many of the states. You know, we haven't heard from Vicki for, oh gosh, over a month now. I did send her out an email today, but I don't see her on board, so I know she's busy with traffic related to the hurricane, so she's certainly doing her part. Hopefully we'll hear from her again soon when things slow down a little bit in South Carolina. Okay, let me see here. Thanks, Dave, and you have a good evening there. Appreciate your joining us for the Youth Net. Okay, I don't see anybody new on board. Let's see. I'm going to look at my... Oh, anybody from the W8PIF repeater would like to check in at this time? Okay, guess not. So, let's see. Another West Coaster. We've got John up there, not too far south of you, well, maybe a couple 100 miles, but he's in Washington, and of course, then we have our second newest ham up there in British Columbia. He was on yesterday, but I don't see him on there today. But anybody else have anything that they want to pass along before we close it up this evening? This is KG8CX. Okay, I guess I don't know my geography very well. Thanks for the correction there, John. Yeah, Washington is north of Oregon. That's right. John, just north of Portland, Oregon, near the southern border of Washington and Oregon there. So, geography was one of my favorite subjects in elementary school, and still is very important to me. Sometimes I do kind of make a little error, so that's just one of them. My last error. Okay. And hey, we can correct each other if we make a slight misstep. Don't be afraid to correct a person. We're informal here. We're all part of a big ham radio family. We appreciate each other and all the activities and all the efforts you all have made to get where you are right now. So, let's see, I guess that's about it now. I'll listen for a little while in case we have any latecomers, but I'll be back again Monday. Nothing tomorrow, but we do have our evening chat session Monday through Friday at it'll be 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern, and 5 p.m. on the West Coast, and 6 p.m. on the Mountain Time Zone. So, again, thank you all for joining us this evening, and you have a good evening, and we'll look for all of you again, if you can make it, on Monday evening on the chat session. So, God bless you all, and thanks again for joining us. I'll be listening for a little while in case we do have some latecomers. This is KG8CX, and thanks again, and we'll be standing by. The net is officially closed, but anybody that checks in late gets in the log.